So did y'all hear about the people that are moving to Arkansas? They want to build their own town. Stop it. So, did you know also that now they are begging the government to help them? They want money for housing, they want money for food. I thought you were so above everyone and you can only be white to live here. Really? Use your whiteness and all that money that you claim you have and build your own town the way you said. No one cared. No one cared that you had that land, that you only wanted white people. You had to put in an application and they can deny your application because you weren't white enough and you weren't superior enough. Oh, really? So why do you need that same government to assist you, boo? That doesn't even make good common sense. And then they claim that they're so great at building and architecture and engineering, but they're not even qualified. If you look up the qualifications in their town, they don't match.
Hello everyone, how are you doing today? Welcome back and thank you so much for always showing love and support here on the channel. I truly appreciate each and every one of you. And for those who may be new, I'm your girl Amy and this is Trending Pulse Worldwide, where I break down the most trending and eye-opening stories happening right now. Now, today's story is something that has sparked a lot of conversation, and we are talking about certain towns in America, especially in places like Arkansas, where white residents have proudly kept themselves isolated, insisting they don't want to live around anyone else, and they have certain conditions for you to be able to live there. And for the longest time, they've been saying they want nothing to do with diversity, nothing to do with integration. But here's the twist. Many of them are now finding themselves in tough situations, asking for help. And that's where people are calling out the hypocrisy, because if you want to be by yourself, then you should truly stand on your own. That means don't lean on inventions created by Black people. Don't use the labor of immigrants to run your farms. And don't rely on contributions from the very communities you've shut down. It's only fair, right? And that's why a lot of Black folks and other ethnic groups are now saying, if you chose to cut yourselves off, then don't turn around looking for the very help you once rejected. Now guys, let's check out the drama unfolding and hear what people are saying in these videos. Then I'll be back and we can talk about it.
So for those of you that plan on moving to Arkansas to build the ricotta cheese only town, go ahead and do it. Do it. And don't be so concerned about why we're concerned about why you want to do it. We're actually not. The only concern that we have is, when are you going to call us to help you pack so that you could get there quicker? Because we could give two shits. But I have two conditions, though, for you guys to move. When you do move and you create that town, make sure that it's a town that you can't come out of, and the only people that could come in is more of you. I mean, when you think about what do you need to come out for, you have no reason to come out. So make sure that you have everything that you need. And speaking of everything that you need, condition number 2 is, get rid of all the things in your life that were created by Black people, brown people, Spanish, whatever, that made your life a whole lot easier. Get rid of all those things and see how long you last. And you'll find yourself being preoccupied with what your neighbor's doing, because your whole existence was based on what we did. And now that you won't have us to observe and watch and lie on and whatever, see how long you last going against your neighbors.
So for these whites only communities that are starting in Arkansas and Missouri, when you say no blacks allowed, that's fine, but just make sure that it also includes Black inventions. So a couple of things that I don't want to see in these white only communities. If you're going to have a house, no home security system, okay? Just get you a German Shepherd and have him protect y'all. No home security system, okay? That was a Black invention. Only stop signs in the white-only communities. I don't want to see no traffic lights. Black man came up with that. Only stop signs for you guys. I don't want to see your little racist children playing with super soakers or eating peanut butter. Black and black, okay? jelly sandwiches for your little racist ass kids. Only jelly, no peanut butter. No potato chips. I don't give it. You better pack celery in they damn lunch bags. No potato chips. If you need to dry your clothes, use a clothesline, okay? You are not allowed to use a clothes dryer. That is a black invention. If there's a fire, a bucket and some water, that's what you're allowed to use because the fire extinguisher was invented by a black man. If you have your little racist cookouts, no folding chairs. Sit your ass on the ground. Summertime. Don't want to see any AC units. Go to Walmart, Lowe's, Home Depot, get you a good fan. No AC units in the whites only community. If you go play golf with your little racist buddies, you better hit that bitch off the ground. You are not allowed to use golf tees. Black invention. If you're riding a horse, you want to go get your little racist horse and go on a little racist ride, you are not allowed to use a saddle. Sit your ass on that horse bareback, and I hope your nuts hurt. If you need to iron your clothes, iron them shits on the bed or on the floor. You are not allowed to use an ironing board. For all doors, they better be push and pull. You are not allowed to have a doorknob. Black invention. If you need to do something with your hair, comb it. You are not allowed to use a hairbrush. That is a black invention. You spill something on the floor, get you some good high absorbent paper towels and wipe that shit up. You are not allowed to use a mop. That is a black invention. And how about this? You're not allowed to wear shoes. You better find a good pair of sandals. Shoes, the modern day shoe technology was invented by a black man. That's right, I said it. And when you eat your little racist dinner at night, eat that shit on newspaper on the floor because you're not allowed to eat at the kitchen table, which is also a black invention. So enjoy your white communities. Just be in mind that if you don't want blacks there, make sure you don't have black shit there either.
Want to live by yourself and you want to protect your own community, that's cool. Nothing wrong with that. It's when you want to do that when it's on other people's land, during when other ethnicities want to do that, eat Black Wall Street, or still go into their place and police it, higher incarceration rate, put things into their community, such as drugs, blah, blah, blah. I don't want to be a part of that community, but I still want to know what they're doing. Preserve your race. Well, maybe the blacks want to preserve their race. And if you're really about, hey, we want to do our own thing, well, give them all their land back. That goes for indigenous, that goes for African nation, that goes for all these nations. Give them their land back, give them all the interest back, and give them all the resources you've taken and you've benefited to make your country. If you're really about, hey, we just want to be about ourselves and do our own thing, prove it. Because at the moment, you're just talk.
Racism devastates people from the global majority the most. Obviously, let's be really clear about that. But whiteness carries a cost for white people too, and I wish white people could get that into their heads. It shows up in how isolated we often are. In regions like the Northeast and Wales, over 90% of people are white British, and a third of white Britons say they have no friends from a global majority background. I mean, think about what that means. We are cut off from whole worlds of perspective, from different ways of thinking, problem solving, creativity, ideas, joy, humor, you name it. Instead of gaining resilience through difference, we stay small and we stay shallow and we cling to sameness, and I guess we call that normal. Whiteness looks like power, but it's really a cage. It cuts us off from the richness of life itself. Racism dehumanizes people of color, but it also diminishes white people. And anti-racism isn't charity work, remember. It's how we open the door to fuller humanity, connection, and possibility. I mean, it would be great if we did this out of the goodness of our hearts and for the sake of justice. But if that feels like too much to ask, do it for selfish reasons. Do it because your life will be richer, deeper, funnier, and better if you do.
Now, these people say they want to isolate themselves, build their own towns, which of course they're already doing, cut off from everybody else. But how far can they really go? Because think about it, the moment one of their children gets sick, unfortunately, where are they going to run to? They can't just depend on a little clinic inside their so-called isolated towns. And healthcare doesn't work like that. Medicine, hospitals, research, a lot of that comes from collaborations across races, including black doctors, immigrant nurses, and people of color who literally keep the system running. And what's even more ironic is, while they are shouting about separation, they are still depending on inventions and contribution made by black people. From the traffic lights, the gas mask, even aspects of modern medical technology. Black innovators shaped so much of what they rely on every single day. And now people are saying, fine, if you really want to isolate, go ahead, but don't pick and choose. Don't say you don't want black people around, yet you still use everything black people created. And it's sad though, especially when you think about the children. They'll be growing up in this closed off bubble, being taught division, racism, when the world is interconnected. Because realistically, you cannot build a whole functioning society by cutting out the very people who helped build the one you're already living in. And it makes you wonder, is this really about survival and community, or is this just another mask for white supremacy? So guys, let's have this conversation in the comments below. Let me know what you think about this entire white-only towns. Drop your thoughts. I want to hear from you guys. And before you go, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe to Trending Pulse Worldwide for more trending stories just like this. Thank you so much for your support once more, and thank you so much for sticking around. I appreciate you, and I'll catch you guys in the next video. Stay blessed.